Yes. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Shagun,
Yes,
what is the meaning of your name?
sir, it is considered as auspicious or good fortune. Shagun.
Good. So, what are your hobbies?
So my hobbies include reading books and maintaining fitness.
Maintaining fitness and reading books. What kind of books you read?
So mostly self-help books and personal growth.
Personal growth.
Yes.
So, what does that book help you in your personal growth?
So it helps me in getting a wider perspective as a author is writing, sharing his experience. And I am young and I am learning. I am in a learning phase. So I have many sometimes narrow viewpoints in some regards and many limitations. So whenever I come across these thoughts or so I would say challenging thoughts. So it helps me in widening my perspective.
Can you name some books?
Self-help books, sir. So for Meditations for Mortals by Olive Burkeman, Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy, Atomic Habits by James Clear, Think and Grow.
Read the Frog.
Yes, sir.
Tell me 5 good things from that book.
So the book basically mentions about doing things first which are important for you. Like suppose you are starting your day, so you should prioritize the thing which is most important for your goal. Suppose if you are a student, so if you are preparing for an exam, then try to make your schedule in such a way that the earliest task which you are doing should be related to study, and then you can prioritize other tasks. And other things which it mentioned was about flow state, like don't try to focus much on the achievement or the result. Try to gain enjoyment in doing the activity, so it would encourage you to do the activity. It also mentioned about the 20-80 principle, which is also called the Pareto principle. Like the 20% of your day of your 20% task of your daily life are giving you 80% of your result. So focus more on those 20% of the task. Don't try to be perfect. And other things where it mentioned was about related to perfectionism, doing things which should challenge you. And so I'm not able to recall that.
As we are in situation with the war, Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
What are the consequences of war?
Sir, it would inflict a wide range of damage on our economy and human losses. Already, India is in a growing phase, and if the war grows to a high phase, so there would be a there would be a large need of defense equipments, and because of which we would have to channelize our money and our resources to get those resources. So somehow other sectors of economy would not be able to grow. So one of the most damage it would be on the economy. Second, it would be on the human resources, because in war, no matter how much technology we use, human resources are a vital part. So it would cause a lot of casualties, not only to the armed forces but also to the civilians who are living in the border areas. And and thirdly, it would take a major time to recover from those damages. So already there is growing unemployment in the country, so it would damage the civilian atmosphere in the country.
There are so many negative consequences of war.
Yes,
Then why do we going for the war?
because sir, it is a matter of our existence. India has tried diplomacy many a times, and we have tried forcing Pakistan to stop sponsoring the terrorism. But now it is a matter of our existence. After the revocation of Article 370, the Kashmir economy was growing and the tourist influx was increasing. But doing such kind of activity by the recent Pahalgam attack, it caused a major damage to the Kashmir's image of maintaining peace, and the primary purpose of the state is to defend its citizens. If we have tried many a methods, but if the state is not able to protect the citizen, it would try to go for war. Even we have not gone for full-fledged war, we have tried to eliminate the terrorist bases, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba bases, which are operated in Pakistan.
As you have filled up some preference in job,
Yes,
right? What is your first preference?
so it is yes.
CIS. Everyone, maximum the person feel that CIS is all.
Sir, because although all services do a play a major role in maintaining the internal security. CISF's role is little unique because it is maximum present in the urban atmosphere of the country. Its role is very important for the country's economy and national growth, as it protects the major infrastructure and critical assets of the country like airport, metro stations, nuclear power plants, and somehow the CISF also uses a lot of advanced technology in its day-to-day operation. So, for my personal preference, I wanted to go for CISF because of its unique role.
Okay. Shagun,
Yes.
so tell me something about Maharaja Agrisena.
So, I don't have much information regarding Maharaja Agrisena, but he is worshipped in mostly in the Agrawal community, and his place of rule was, I think, Agrawali in Haryana. I'm not sure about the name, sir.
Do you know about Gotras?
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of it?
So Gotra, sir, in a caste there is also subdivision. Within a caste there is also a subdivision. So Gotras are basically subdivision, which is said that they are the origin. They are the origin of their children. Like if the Agrawal
So
community.
Agrawal's same Gotra marriage is allowed?
No, sir.
Why?
Although, sir, culturally it is not allowed, but scientifically it is said that if the marriages happen within the families or the families which trace the same genetic lineage, so there may be possibility of physical disabilities.
Okay. You have studied geography, history, pol science.
Yes,
Favorite subject?
sir, Paul Saints.
Pol science is favorite subject. And tell me something about Coriolis force.
So, Coriolis force is it is a invisible force which governs the wind direction because of the rotation of Earth. So, in the northern hemisphere, Coriolis force acts from left to right, and in the southern from right to left.
Okay, so how does it impact India?
Sir,
Indian monsoon.
I'm not very clear about.
Okay. Have you heard about carbon tax?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
So, in to control the carbon emission, so certain countries or certain institutions are proposing a carbon tax, like from wherever the good is importing. If the product, if in during the production of good, the carbon emission is high, so they will put a tariff or a kind of tax on that product, so that the country is discouraged to carry out the production in that same manner.
Why CAPF are called paramilitary? Why not military?
So, because the function of CAPF is basically internal security and
So, para means internal. No. Meaning of para. Why this para suffix is added?
so I'm not sure.
Under which ministry it comes?
So, Ministry of Home Affairs.
Home. Why not defense? And what will happen if it comes under defense?
Sir, to maintain the sir, the security apparatus is in such a way that we are not giving full power to any of the ministry or any of the forces. Like for the external defense or.
You are saying the separation of powers is in security force as well.
Yes, sir.
Is it needed?
I think, sir, it is needed because it helps to maintain the checks and balances within the security forces as well. Sir, we are giving the armed forces the role of
Don't security forces require more coordination. There is no need of separation there.
So we require coordination, and we can work on a ministerial level to coordinate the operations whenever specific operations are needed. But if we are giving any of the forces full-fledged control of both the external management and internal security, then there will be the situation will happen like Pakistan, where the whole of all the power is concentrated within a single force.
You are not able to justify that. You mentioned checks and balances.
Yes.
So you are saying army is checking on CAPF and CAPF is checking on army. That is what checks and
Yes.
balances are. Well, checks and balances are not the correct term that
Yes.
should be used here. You have mentioned fitness. So do you go gym or
Sir, gym.
gym?
Yes, sir.
Tell me something about the exercises that you do daily.
So I follow a pull push leg routine twice a week. So the pull routine includes working for the back muscles and biceps.
Okay. So
So
you recommend taking protein powders.
sir, our Indian diet lacks protein. So I think protein powder should be taken, but it should also be ensured that the protein powder is from a good source or a good company, because in Indian market.
You know which company in India make best protein powders?
So I have come across some YouTube channels which do their lab report on individual basis. Certain companies like the Whole Truth.
Whole Truth.
Yes, sir.
So have you eaten it? It's peanut butter.
No, sir.
Your father is a mining consultant.
Yes, sir.
Whom he consults? Whom he provides the consultants?
So he works with the mining companies, small scale mining companies which operate locally, and his role is basically to ensure that the mining operations are carried safely and securely, and the production is not compromised.
Okay. Have you ever read about the Mines Act?
So I have not read about this.
Are you aware of the provisions that protect the laborers which are operating in mine?
So no, sir, I'm not sure about the specific provisions.
Okay. It's a very rare kind of business which demands an expertise.
Yes, yes.
How did your father develop that expertise?
So he have done his graduation in BE mining. After that, he worked with lot of companies and started from a low role. So he have ground experience.
Your mother is also a businesswoman.
Sir, she is not exactly a businesswoman. We have properties on her name, so the rental income is.
You have subjects like geography, history, political science in your graduation.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me how geography of a region
Yes.
decides the history and political polity of a region?
History and
Polity. How geography decides history and polity of a region?
So, the if we consider geography, the resources are not equally distributed within at any place. So, because of the resources like water, fertile land, civilizations used to develop wherever the resources were available, and later, after later time, other civilizations used to clash with those civilizations to gain access to those resources. So because of that, countries were divided on those bases. And if we consider the
Polity.
it's a political basis, I'm saying that to gain the access to those resources, countries are divided on such pattern, and even still the wars are being fought to gain those access.
You like to read books.
Yes.
So if I publish a vulgar book which contains some vulgar contents and content which is posing a threat to the internal security, who will check that? If I self-publish it,
So I'm not sure.
there is no regulation at all.
So there is a regulation, but I'm not able to recall the act.
Can you name some publication houses?
So Penguin House.
Why Penguin is so popular? Almost every candidate has named Penguin as their habit of work.
So maybe most of the books which are popular among the Indian audience is published by the Penguin House.
That's it. Which books most of the Indians read?
So if I consider self-help books like Atomic Habits, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind.
I have read that youth of India loves mostly the love stories and the fiction books.
So there is a very diverse audience. So the authors like Chetan Bhagat are also popular, but I think
Which makes a book bestseller? What criteria is there to declare that this book is best?
so. I'm not sure about this.
You are so sure in saying I'm not sure about it. You are a fitness enthusiast.
Yes.
So, how can fitness make a person ethical?
So if a person who follows fitness, he would be also interested in, he would also be disciplined. And by meaning disciplined, he would be able to control his thoughts and may be able to and would be able to do the things which needed to be done rather than being driven by the emotions. So I think by fitness a person becomes self-disciplined and it helps him in standing for his values.
How fitness is uh, developing inferiority complex in the youth of the India through social media.
Sir, nowadays in social media, people are posing their pics and showing their development in so fast time, and because of it, many times drugs are being used to gain those results. And many people who are following the gym diligently and following a proper diet are still not able to get those physiques.
Do you have Instagram profile?
No, sir.
You don't do that.
No, sir.
Are there any positives of doing that even? Posting your
Sir,
pictures?
the positive is that the person, so many a times people post their transformation pics, like someone has gained weight or someone has lost weight. So if a person comes across those posts, so he would be motivated that I can get this result too.
Fine, Shagun, please wait outside. We will call you in a minute.
Thank you, sir.